a range, nothing special for NAS. We are saying it's quite in a range, and then I want to allow. I'm saying something interesting, but then can't be acted on for now until I see a clear. I've seen a sweep of this liquidity. I'm looking for my structural liquidity also, which I have seen in a way, but then I want price to give me a proper structural liquidity or take out this last structure point, take it out clearly so we can know that there was not there's no any setup here, right? But for now, it's currently in a range, and it's quite interesting. If it's in a range, we don't want to see it break out to the upside or downside, right? Still almost like the same thing happened with US 30. Almost like the same thing happened on US 30, but then we want to see price give us a clear-cut direction, and then from that, I'm kind of bullish on across all indices, right? I'm bullish across it because overall bias is bullish, but then if I'm seeing a break of structure, multiple break of structures to the downside, especially on higher time frame, H4 and daily, I want to also take the sell. But for now, there's nothing clear about these guys. There's nothing clear about these guys, and so we just have to just relax and then wait for price to do something better, right? So that'll be all on US 30 and NAS 100. Let's quickly look at Euro NZD, one of the trade we took. That was yesterday. Yes, one of the trade we took yesterday. And then that's almost achieved its objective, but however, this is a very funny pair, right? It's one of those things. This one pair you can see from the daily time frame. The pair is kind of funny. You see two long candle, and then you now see it's ranging, taking forever for it to materialize, and that's what we saw happened with it, right? What did we see? What did we see? What did we see that make us I want yes. I'm seeing the setup clearly now. So it was shared on the private group. We saw a sweep, price swept through this low, and then from what we know on daily time frame, we can see clearly here that we are what? We are bullish. On daily time frame, you're clearly bullish, right? Clearly bullish, right? So until we see you can see overall, you're bullish. The same thing on H4, we are also bullish. We are also bullish on H4. So that made me scale down to 1 hour for any buy opportunity I will have seen. And what did I see? I saw a sweep of liquidity, the same thing every day. Nothing has changed in the strategy. Still the same thing. Price swept through this liquidity point, swept through this again, swept through this, right? This last low, swept through this low, swept through this low. So that gave me the confidence that this place is going to hold. Interesting. Pips don't lie said I'm currently on sale on this trade though, using H1. Of course, you can both buy and sell, and then you'll be right? I'll also be right too, because what we are seeing, our confirmation entry are different, entirely different, right? You can buy and sell from the same trade and also make money from it. It's not about whether somebody is buying and you're selling, right? But it's good to know that why I was buying, somebody on the other side is selling, right? So I saw this, and that was on Monday, and that yesterday, and price did just tapped us in, and then gave us that swift move to the upside. But it's very interesting that we waited yesterday for this thing to hit TP, and just I think 7 to 8 pips for it to get to our TP, but still dancing around it. Apologies, my network is Okay, you're back. So, like I said, I was looking to take 1:3 from this trade. This interesting. 1:3 from this trade. The funny thing is, the price action here is quite different from the one I'm using on my broker, right? From here, this point has achieved 1:3 purely, but then it hasn't done that with the broker I'm using to trade. No, different broker have different price feed. The ultimate place I'm looking at this thing to clear is this place, right? Let's come and clear all of these uh, uh, highs. But then we've seen it start pushing. We saw a retracement yesterday. Immediately, it did about 2.8, 1:2.8 RR from my own end, and then I closed somewhere around that level and closed some of the position actually, and then price came back, started dancing around that zone. It's very usual for this kind of pair, right? If you can look at the price action, it's very normal for it to just keep dancing and then ultimately it's your target for you. So that's what we saw yesterday. The trade was called out live on our VIP group, our trade with VFT group, where people trade alongside with the traders on the floor, right? Me, CJ, Abi, and Cynthia, right? So if you want to be part of that group, the instruction will be posted in the chat box for you to, um, also join us as we take our trades. So this is what I saw for Euro NZD. Price has already done something meaningful, at least for me and the guys. We've seen something above 1:2.5 RR. So we just want to wait and see if it will eventually achieve our ultimate objective. This is 1:6, 1:7, right? So this is one thing I'm looking out for this morning. And also quickly, something on CAD JPY also this morning. But then because of our time that is fast spent, I won't be looking at that so that my colleague can also come and do our analysis. Our network, this network has taken a lot of our time. If you want to know the trade markup for CAD JPY, you want to join that VIP group that's already been posted there. Everything from the entry, exit, and also SL, right? It has been posted in that group. So you want to find your way into that group. The instruction will be in the chat box, right? The 3-step process, which is easy and seamless. All you have to do is register with our broker, OctaFX, and then also, deposit minimum of 500, 3,000, 4,000, as high as 20,000. And after you've done that, you send a proof, right, to our Telegram, where one of us is going to, respond to you in less than 3 to 5 minutes. You're going to be responded to, and then you'll be added to the group. So you want to do that if you want to join us, how we trade, our trade calls, and every other thing that we share on that group. You want to have access to that privilege, you will just follow this instruction, and then you'll be added to that group. So guys, if you have any question for me as regards the analysis today on indices US 30 NAS 100, you can begin to ask a question in the chat box. You can begin to ask your question in the chat box. Do well to ask your question very quickly in the chat box before my colleagues comes to take on the other analysis on other pairs too. So if you have any question, giving us about 1 to 2 minutes so we can type a question very fast and then I'll respond to it in the chat box. If you have any question. All right, guys, in the absence of no question, right? In the absence of no question, please help me confirm. Okay, I'm seeing a question by Pips Don't Lie. Please help me to confirm the EN, that's Euro NZD on H1. Okay, the interesting thing about this trade is there's nothing to confirm, right? It's just interesting. Confirm what exactly? Is it to confirm to support your bias or confirm to negate your bias, right? I believe strongly that if you have any before you enter this trade, you saw some confluence, right, which agreed with your setup, and then you enter the trade for yourself. And you've entered. There's nothing you can do about this, right? You can either go out from SL or take profit, or you want to break even, right? So you want to also trust your analysis. For me, like I told you, understand if I understand to know if I understand the head and shoulder. Of course, my bro. The thing about this is, right? You've entered the trade. Don't be scared. I believe you're comfortable with the outcome of this trade before you even pull the trigger for a buy or sell, right? So just relax and then see how the trade plays out. For me, I'm buying. I told you I'm expecting a buy or I'm buying on this trade. I've taken some partials yesterday, right? So I'm comfortable with whatever happened with this trade because this is trading at the end of the day, right? So you just be comfortable. I know you are fidgeting now and thinking this is going to hit my SL because I've said I'm buying. Doesn't matter. We both don't own the market, right? All we can do is position ourselves to flow where the market is going. So be patient, allow your trade to run, right? Don't even break even at this point because there's no point doing that. Allow the trade to run. You're already on a sell. I said I'm on a buy. That's fine and good, right? We can both win at the end of the day. In fact, the truth of the matter is I'm floating profit already on this trade because I've closed a good percentage of my position. So you do well, just relax and then, allow your trade to play out, right? So that will be all for today. I'll be handing over to my colleague to take on the next session. All right, guys. Cheers and God bless you.
Free. We have a free strategy that we've been teaching on our daily market color every morning. Now, myself because of ordinary TikTok challenge for free. Come off it, guys. Now I'm talking about free. We have a free strategy that we've been teaching on our daily market color every morning. Now, many people have been requesting for a teaching on that particular strategy. There are many other people who have said they've fused the knowledge from the market color using the box strategy to pass their Profem account to make huge withdrawals from their normal funded accounts, and so many other testimonials we've been receiving. Hence, we decided to do a detailed course for this strategy, and it's totally free. Take this as our Easter and Ramadan gift to all of you, our amazing viewers and followers on Value Flow Trading Hub. Now, the date will be coming up. Hold on, let me check the date. You know it's free, so hold on. Yeah, the date is 4th to 5th of April 2024 from 10 a.m. all the way to 12 noon. So we're going to be having a live training for the box strategy, which is going to be totally free. To make sure you avail yourself, so click on the link that is showing on your screen or right there in the description of this video to get signed up. Remember, it's totally free. It's our Easter/Ramadan gift to you. So enjoy it while it lasts. Make sure you get signed up before your price is attached to the course. See you in training. Hello everyone and welcome back to the market color for today, the 2nd of April 2024. Happy new month from myself and every other person here. Wonderful analysis by Demola, and I hope you all will be able to take advantage of that analysis as we expect to see them play out in the coming days in this week. Right about now, I'll be doing the analysis for the commodity pairs. Normally, Abigail, the queen of commodities, is supposed to be taking this session, but I'm going to be standing in place for her. She has a slight illness, so please wish her well from wherever you are. I know you all miss her, but definitely I'll do my own bit to cover for that section. Quickly, we're going to be starting off with USD CAD, USD Canadian dollar, which is the very first commodity pair we always like to look at before we proceed. Now, for USD CAD, one interesting thing we should all know while we're analyzing these commodity pairs is that we should always have in mind the current team in the market while analyzing them. Currently, as of last week, we had risk on, so we had commodity pairs all boosting up. We had the indices all boosting up also. Equities were all boosting up. Everything was just rallying to the upside. Currently, the current thing that we're seeing in the market is the dollar demand. There is a high demand for the dollar on a larger scale. So we're seeing the dollar index trending to the upside. If you see yesterday, most banks were on holidays except for the US. The Eurozone, UK, the Icelandic sides, all of them were on bank holidays for the Easter break, except for the US. So we saw more momentum to the upside for the US dollar during the New York session yesterday, as at the release of the ISM manufacturing PMI. But for today, we are seeing some retracement. Now, if we take a very sharp peek at the dollar index, you see that it rallied all the way to the upside, creating some imbalances on the downside. Okay, and that imbalance, we're expecting it to be filled up within today and tomorrow, and then we expect a continuation going forward. If you remember in our dollar analysis, based on the weekly and the monthly time frame, we are on a buy trend for the dollar, and that buy trend, we have been expecting it to continue going forward. Now we're seeing that that buy trend is coming back in place. If you look at the daily time frame, you see that the buy trend is already coming back in place. Look at the last high that we were using to gauge the buy trend. Look at the last high right here. The last high has been broken, even though price didn't close above it. We've seen a liquidity grab above that high. Now, the next thing we're expecting is that price should trade off this mitigation block right here, this very huge daily mitigation block right here. We're expecting that price will trade off it and give us some smooth retracement. Now, where are we expecting that retracement to get to? We're going to use our daily, our 4-hour time frame to draw a fib to see where we expect that retracement to happen. Now, seeing that on the 1-hour time frame, the retracement already looks like it's already taking place. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, we expect that retracement to start happening all the way from this level. Now, let's switch to our 1-hour time frame briefly to see where we're going to. So we're expecting the retracement to get all the way to 50% or 61.8%. Now, around 50%, we are seeing there is an order block on the 1-hour time frame, which initiated this whole buy trend to the upside. So this is one of the places we're expecting the retracement to get to on the dollar index. Okay. So seeing this, we're not going to dwell so much on the dollar index because today's focus is commodities and equities. Now, seeing that the dollar index is expected to trade all the way to this level, and we are not seeing any sentiment on risk on it, so we're expecting that USD CAD should give us some decent retracement all the way to the discount level before we continue buying. So clearly on USD CAD, we know that we are in a buy trend. Clearly, we are in a buy trend for USD CAD. Sentiment is changing to dollar demand. So we're expecting USD CAD to continue buying all the way to the upside. There are some levels of liquidity like here. This is the very first level of liquidity that will be my target if I were to be buying USD CAD. Then the second level of liquidities are these guys right here. All these diagonal liquidities residing here. So I'm expecting USD CAD to buy all the way to this level. These are my expectations for USD CAD. However, we're expecting some retracement so that price action aligns with what we have on the dollar index. Now, the first place I'm expecting price to sell to, price has already sold to that place. As at this morning, prior to this market color, I was already anticipating to see price into this order block right here. Seeing that price has retraced into it, and we're not seeing any sign of relaxation from this sell that is going on USD CAD. So we're expecting that price may further retrace into this order block right here on 78.6 level. That is quite enough discount for USD CAD. So if you're not in the sell on USD CAD, you can wait for a pullback. Seeing that price has broken this structure on 1-hour time frame, you can wait for a pullback, maybe to this mitigation block right here, and then you can quickly sell USD CAD. And we're looking to sell USD CAD all the way to this 78.6 level. And the price point is 1.35342. 1.35342 level is where we're targeting a USD CAD sell. So using my path tool, I'll be expecting this kind of movement on USD CAD. A return to this place, a sell off all the way here, and then finally a buy back to this upside. So this is the move I'm expecting on USD CAD. I expect it to sell off all the way to this order block, because you can see there is an order here that is looking like so many unfilled orders around this level. The fair value gap, which is quite unique to what we are looking for. And then we expect the expansion all the way to the upside. So for USD CAD, I'm expecting a sell off to this level and a buyback all the way to this level. All right. Overall, we're expecting a buy on USD CAD. So if you start seeing buy resumptions on USD CAD, it should not catch you off guard. you should be expecting it. We're expecting buys on USD CAD any moment from now. So for me to be on the safer side, I wouldn't just jump on this sell. I'll wait for a retracement and then I'll continue the sell. But the moment I start seeing buy confirmatory signatures, I will switch my bias to a buy. And of course, I would like to see it align with the dollar index. Okay. Now quickly over to AUD USD. On the side of AUD USD, we are seeing a very weak AUD. We're seeing a very weak Australian dollar. However, seeing that the dollar index is going to experience some retracement, we're expecting AUD to also give us some buys. And that buy has been taking place already. If we had, if we're in a much earlier time zone where we would have held this top-down analysis quite earlier, we would have seen this buy to take it before this period. So for this buy, I'm expecting it to buy all the way to this mitigation block right here. Okay, so I'm expecting this buy of AUD USD all the way to this level and then a collapse. Second place of interest is here because I'm seeing something that looks like a double top very close to this other block right here. I'm expecting maybe a revisit to this other block on AUD right here. So these two places are my points of interest for this AUD USD buy. Seeing that the buy is far gone, I wouldn't want to hop on this buy except I see a deep retracement all the way to this other block right here. Okay, if I don't see a deep retracement to this other block, I will not be interested in this buy. So let me change this color so that they'll reflect my intentions for AUD USD. All right, so the red signifies a sell zone and the green signifies a buy zone. All right, so I hope that is understood accordingly. For AUD USD, we're looking to see further buys on it all the way to these levels, and this is the exact price point I'll be looking to take a sell on AUD USD. Overall, we're expecting more sales. As you can see, look at the trend all the way from March, the 8th of March. Look at the trend all the way from the 8th of March. It has been a clear sell. So I'm expecting AUD USD to continue selling all the way to the downside. I'm expecting all these sales to take place all the way to the downside. However, we're seeing a retracement on the buy, seeing that there's a break of structure here. We're expecting that price is going to come up here. Then this is the pass. We're expecting AUD to travel. We're expecting price to trade all the way to this level and then boom, to the downside. All right. So if you're not in this buy, you would wait for price to come back to this other block. If it does before getting here, we wait for price to come back here before we now buy all the way to the upside. But if you're in the buy already for AUD USD, then hold on tight and then expect your take profits to be somewhere around here. Okay, so this is our analysis for AUD USD. And then finally, we're going to be looking at NZD USD before we wrap up this market color. So quickly before the chart comes up, all right. So the chart is up. We're seeing that NZD USD is lagging a bit. I think you can now take advantage of this buy. You can look for your confirmatory signatures anywhere around where price currently is, or you wait for a brief retracement because I'm seeing that NZD USD is the lagging pair among the commodity currencies, and it has a pretty much short way to go. Not so much because to the place that I'm expecting it to buy to is about 20 pips. That's one of the reasons why I don't like trading NZD USD. It's not rewarding for the level of patience you're going to accord to it. So for NZD USD, this is where I'm expecting it to sell off from, seeing that we still have the same bias for NZD just as we have for AUD USD. So for NZD, this is where we're expecting it to buy to and then sell off from this level. So this is my expectation for NZD USD. So let's look at it on on the daily time frame to see where we're expecting price to continue selling to. Now for NZD USD on the daily time frame, I'm expecting price to trade into this order block, at least for the first reaction. We're not saying that is going to change the whole narrative, but for the first reaction, we're expecting price to trade into this order block on NZD USD. So for this sell, once price gets to my POI, I'll be looking to sell NZD USD all the way to this place. I think it's going to be more rewarding compared to the buy. So I'll rather wait for the sell of NZD USD than the buy. The sell is going to be about 75 pips. That is quite rewarding. If you know NZD USD very well, the trades are not rewarding enough, but 75 pips is going to be very rewarding if you're patient enough. So for NZD USD, once it gets to that point of interest, I'll be willing to sell it all the way to the downside. Okay, so this is my point of interest, this mitigation block right here. I can be willing to sell from here and then put my stop loss right above this place. Okay, so that is what I'm looking out for on NZD-USD, a retracement to the mitigation block and a sell-off. Similar thing to AUD-USD, retracement to the mitigation block and a sell-off. And then for USD CAD, a retracement to the other block and then a continuation of the buy. All right, I hope this analysis is clear and gives you a clearer perspective on the commodity currency pairs. So if you trade the commodity currency pairs, this is what I think you should be looking to take. If the buys for AUD-USD and NZD-USD are not rewarding enough, then I will refer or I would encourage you to wait for the sell-off. All right, once price gets to our point of interest, we'll be willing to sell and shoot on all cylinders to the downside. At this point, you're going to be entertaining questions if you have any, and then we'll proceed to other discussions for the market color. All right, so while you're asking your question or while you're typing your question, this week we're expecting NFP to come out on Friday. As usual, we've seen a slow decline in employment rate in the US. So we want to see if that is going to continue this week, so that to give us some insight on the US data. We've been seeing increase in unemployment claims since the previous week. So we're seeing that unemployment is becoming a thing and employment is gradually reducing in the US. That is giving us an insight as to what is going on in the economy in the US. We're seeing a slow decline, but that is not clear yet. We're seeing a slow decline in the dollar. So that's going forward into the week, we hope to get more perspective of what's going on in the US. Seeing that the current theme in the market is the dollar demand, we're expecting that all other fundamentals that are going to be released this week are going to support it. And then finally, we're also going to be expecting purchasing managers index going into this week from the US to the UK, even to the Eurozone. And when that comes out, it's going to also give us an interpretation into manufacturing and services that has been going on in the US, so that we'll have clear perspective of the economy overall. And the two things that we're trying to measure from all these fundamentals is growth and inflation going on in the US and in other major G8 currencies. All right, so once all this information comes out, as they unfold, we're going to be explaining what they all mean to you and the impact they'll have on the various currencies that you are trading. For today, we are clear that the theme of the market is dollar demand, but there's currently a retracement going on in the dollar. So we expect all other currency pairs to react accordingly. And then when that retracement has gotten to the point of interest, we expect the dollar demand to resume, maybe into the New York session today or possibly into London session tomorrow. I hope that is clear. In the absence of any other question, we're going to be bringing this market color to an end. Thank you very much, our amazing viewers and followers, for following us through and being patient with us and being loyal to us all this period. We really appreciate it. We come up here every morning because of you guys. If the day you guys decide not to show up anymore, we'll stop coming. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your attendance. Thank you for your loyalty to us. Just so you know, the box strategy training is coming up this week. You saw the ad quickly before I came up. Make sure you're there. We're going to break down the box strategy like never before. We're going to teach it for 4 solid hours, spaced within 2 days. We're going to give you a compact teaching on the box strategy. If you know anyone who wants to trade Forex, but do not have enough money to buy a course or to learn from a mentor, we're giving this out to you. This is the period where we can give out freebies, so grab it while you can. Usually, as the year unfolds, the price tag is going to be attached possibly to the box strategy. So now that it's free, make sure you get on board and you learn it and milk everything that you can milk out of the box strategy. All right, so that is our offer for today and for the most part of this week. Thank you very much for joining this trade call. Let's take a few comments. Emmanuel Goslov says, thank you very much for what you guys do. Yes, we appreciate you. Victor says, thank you, team. I love you. We love you too. Porter FX says, I miss USD card retracement sell. You can actually wait for the buy. When the buy gets into our point of interest, you'll be willing to, it will be good to take it forward. Porter FX also says, CJ, I miss you. It's been a while. I really miss you too. I look forward to seeing you one day. Form says, wishing Abby a quick recovery. Please, everyone, wish Abby a quick recovery. And then Oluwaseyi says, regards to Mr. Lekon too. Okay, so you're not telling regards to me. I'm not going to send your regards to him. Go and tell him by yourself. You know his IG handle. I think that's all for the comments. Vivian says, thank you, VFT team. Thank you very much, Vivian. Dominion says, thank you, sir. Thank you, Dominion. Ogunsoya Dada says, thanks. Casey says, thanks. We thank you, everyone. Dominion, we love you. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow see you in New York session rather, during the market color. All right, 3 p.m. is the time for the New York session. Do well to be in attendance so that we'll give you a brief recap of what happened in London or what we expect to happen in New York. All right. So the teaching, when you join the training, we're going to let you know if it's going to be recorded or not. So just do well to be in the training, and then we're going to unfold all the other information to you. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for your attendance. See you by 3 p.m. Cheers and God bless, guys.
Ordinary TikTok challenge for free. Come off it, guys. Now, I'm talking about free. We have a free strategy that we've been teaching on our daily market color every morning. Now, many people have been requesting for a teaching on that particular strategy. There are many other people who have said they've fused the knowledge from the market color using the box strategy to pass their Profirm account to make huge withdrawals from their normal funded accounts, and so many other testimonials we've been receiving. Hence, we decided to do a detailed course for this strategy, and it's totally free. Take this as our Easter and Ramadan gift to all of you, our amazing viewers and followers on Value Flow Trading Hub. Now, the date will be coming up. Hold on, let me check the date. You know it's free, so hold on. Yeah, the date is 4th to 5th of April 2024 from 10 a.m. all the way to 12 noon. So we're going to be having a live training for the box strategy, which is going to be totally free. So make sure you avail yourself. So click on the link that is showing on your screen or right there in the description of this video to get signed up. Remember, it's totally free. It's our Easter/Ramadan gift to you. So enjoy it while it lasts. Make sure you get signed up before your price is attached to the course. See you in training.